Hi, this is Daryl Webster, and today I'm going to show you how to go minimalist with Outlook 2013. I've been using Minimalist Mode for about a month now, and that means I've tucked away and hidden away all the buttons, folders, and various bits and pieces so that I can focus on the content that's within Outlook. And it has had quite an effect on how I work. I've found to be more focused, and I've been able to get more things done, and haven't been so overwhelmed peripherally by all the windows and various bits and pieces that are within my vision. So I'll just take you through some of the steps to be able to get into minimalist mode. Partly the steps are getting rid of the side docked calendars and task panes if you've turned them on, collapsing the ribbon menu, and then dragging some of the favorite folders into the order that you want to be displayed, because when you minimize the folder pane you'll have only a few of those buttons visible all the time, but you will be able to see all the folder pane when you click on another button, and I'll show you that a bit later. We're going to change the navigation bar into compact mode and set the order of those buttons too, and then I'll show you a bit about turning the touch mode on for tablets to show some of those other buttons that you can use in the minimalist mode. So just getting into that, I've got Outlook here in a common view, and at the moment it is in mouse mode, and we're seeing all the ribbon and all the various buttons and tabs. We've got folders, we've got your 4 columns of the messages, and then the preview pane or reading pane, and then your calendar and task panes that are attached on the side. So first step, we're going to get rid of these panes. Bit of pane relief. And this is the view that you probably would have seen when you first installed Outlook 2013, that those panes were not visible for calendar and tasks. The next step we're going to do is minimize the ribbon menu, and then we're going to make sure that the folders that are in our favorites view are in the order that we want to see. So if I wanted to drag in the sent items, which I already have, but if I wanted to see deleted items, I'd drag that up in there, and that would become one of the folders that's visible down here. Now the next step is doing something with the navigation pane. We're going to change it into compact navigation bar, and we're going to choose 4 items. Now you can change the order of these buttons here. I've put them in just mail, calendar and people because that's the most common ones that I use, but the other ones are easily accessed by clicking on this ellipse menu here. And as you can see, if we had changed the width of those buttons, pull that down a bit further, then we can view more of those favorite folders that we've got in view. So that's what I call minimalist mode. Well, we've got all the various folders and menus and bits and pieces all tucked away so that we can focus on just the message list and the content itself. As you can see, you can still get into your folder list if you need to. You've got all your peek menus, so that's the equivalent of having the calendar and tasks side docked on the right hand side. Get into the menu at the top easily by just clicking on the tabs, but then that auto hides away, and you can have a clearer view and be able to focus more on the content. The final thing I'll show you is if you are on a tablet, then Outlook will very likely have sensed that and already have this turned on. You'll be in touch mode. And touch mode adds a bit more space around the buttons and various menu choices so that your fingers can get in there and more easily and accurately push them. And you can see that that's a difference too with the size of the buttons on the ribbon menu. But what has been added on the right hand side is some of the common features and functions that you would perform with messages. So you would respond to a message and you can get these 3 choices, which would normally be along the top of the reading pane. And if we go back into touch mode, We can delete a message, we can move it. Now we've got our choices of some of the folders that we've chosen beforehand, or we can go and choose more accurately any other new folders that we haven't often used. We can flag the message, or we can mark it as unread. So that's a quick look at going into Outlook with minimalist mode, and as I said in the blog post, I've noticed a change in the way that I'm working. I'm not too worried about having to see all the buttons and features and all the like all sort of in my view all the time. Now I can focus on the content and just work my way through the list and read the messages. Try minimalist mode and see how it works for you.